News Services Division of All India Radio presents Northeast Diary. Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region. Today we will talk about the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which has been celebrated to commemorate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of India's people, culture and achievements.
गगन के छोड़ भारत में भरी उड़ान है अब आत्मनिर्भर भारत से दूर ना आसमान है.
People all over the country, including in the Northeast region, are taking part in the Har Ghar Tiranga movement to proudly display their patriotism and sense of duty towards the nation. Let's hear more from a correspondent.
Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is dedicated to the people of India who have not only been instrumental in bringing India thus far in its evolutionary journey, but also hold within them the power and potential to enable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of activating India 2.0, fueled by the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The official journey of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav commenced on 12th March last year, which started a 75-week countdown to the country's 75th anniversary of independence. The themes of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav include ideas at 75, resolve at 75, actions at 75, and achievements at 75. The theme Freedom Struggle anchors the commemoration initiatives under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It helps bring alive stories of unsung heroes whose sacrifices have made freedom a reality for the people, and also revisits the milestones, freedom movements, etc. in the historical journey to 15th August 1947.
हर घर तिरंगा, हर मन तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, हर मन तिरंगा, लहराएंगे हम सब मिलके अपने घरों पे तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, हर मन तिरंगा.
Har Ghar Tiranga is a campaign under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to encourage people to bring the Tiranga home and to hoist it to mark the 75th year of India's independence. People's relationship with the flag has always been more formal and institutional rather than personal. Bringing the flag home collectively as a nation in the 75th year of independence becomes symbolic of not only an act of personal connection to the Tiranga, but also an embodiment of the commitment to nation building.
होश तिरंगा, जोश तिरंगा, रग रग में है तिरंगा.
The idea behind the initiative is to invoke the feeling of patriotism in the hearts of the people and to promote awareness about the Indian national flag. Suparna, Saikia for Northeast Diary.
People of the country are on the threshold of celebrating the anniversary of 75 years of independence. The whole nation, every nook and corner of the country, the state and remote blocks, units and the common people are taking part in celebration of Amrit Mahotsav through innumerable ways and events. Our Aizawl correspondent tells us how Mizoram is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
As part of the celebration of 75 years of independence, the whole country is now readying for Har Ghar Tiranga to hoist the national flag at their homes from 13th to 15th August. Along with the rest of the nation, Mizoram government has taken all arrangements towards hoisting the national flag in every home during 13th to 15th of August.
प्रगति और विकास का आनंदोत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है.
Talking to AIR News, Director of Art and Culture Department, R. Ming Thanzwala said that 2 lakh pieces of national flags have been procured for distribution among the public. On celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, He said that the department has organized various programs throughout the year in participation of cross-section of people including young, so as to pay tribute and to ventilate the tales of life and works of freedom fighters.
The official journey of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, India's 75, commenced on 12 March 2021, which started a 75 weeks countdown to 75th anniversary of India independence. Art and Culture Department is a nodal department for the program in Mizoram. Since the commencement of the program, various events were organized, such as seminar on freedom fighters in different colleges and university. Another program is visit to freedom fighters' grave, memorial and relatives. Photo exhibition on freedom fighters. Books exhibition on freedom fighters run, talks at All India Radio and Doordarshan Kendra, and cycle rally in collaboration with various departments. The people of Mizoram are also happy and excited in hoisting national flag in their home.
He further said that to make the Ghar Ghar Tiranga campaign a success, Deputy Commissioner of all districts have been entrusted with retailing the national flags. In the capital, Aizawl Municipal Corporation takes the responsibility of distributing the national flag through 18 sale outlets. Post offices and some departments are also helping them out. Also, the Transport Department has planned to stick banners with Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav logo in public buses. Colorful banners will also be stuck at all PHCs and CHCs. Director Mr. Ming Khanzwala observed that people are found very enthusiastic to hoisting the tricolor at their homes during 13th to 15th August. He hopes that it is going to be a very remarkable and significant event and will infuse a greater sense of patriotism.
नए भारत के निर्माण का, बलिदानों के सम्मान का, महिलाओं के उत्थान का, अब सर्व के कल्याण का, जन जन का उत्सव है, हर मन का उत्सव है, ये महोत्सव है, ये अमृत महोत्सव है.
For Northeast Diary with Subhashish Chanda, Irene from Aizawl.
Northeast Diary, bringing you enchanting stories from the northeastern part of India. This program is broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. on FM Gold and on our app News on AIR. We look forward to you walking this journey with us twice a week, every week.
Meghalaya's population ratio of 74% people under the age of 35 is greater than the national average, which gives the state an edge over other states with regard to development. This distinct demographic lead offers a wide range of prospects to the state. There are over 3,000 registered youth clubs and organizations across the state working for the development, engagement and rejuvenation of the youth. To enable such organizations to take concrete action that would have a larger impact on youth development, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma launched a pioneering initiative in the state called Youth Engagement through empowered youth organizations, YES. Let's hear more from a Shillong correspondent.
The YES program is an initiative undertaken by the government of Meghalaya to create one of the most impactful youth development support systems by providing monetary assistance to youth organizations up to 1 lakh rupees to ensure greater success and impact across more communities. The program has been formulated in pursuance of the state youth policy notified in 2021, which outlines the commitment of the government of Meghalaya for youth engagement, empowerment and rejuvenation. The broad objectives of this program include empowerment of youth clubs and organizations for planning and implementation of grassroots-level programs and activities pertaining to key themes affecting the youth, positively channelizing energies of the youth through empowered youth organizations, enhancement of the youth development ecosystem by promotion of effective collaboration with key stakeholders in the state, working towards youth empowerment and development, and creation of an annual corpus fund for extension of financial support to registered non-profit youth clubs, organizations and associations are some of the features this program aims to achieve.
The Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Mr. Conrad K. Sangma, stated. And the fact that one of the biggest strengths that we have as a society, as a community, and as a state is the strength that lies in our traditional institutional networks and different social networks that have been created for many, many decades, and of course also through different organizations that have been created through women's group or through youth group and different organizations. So I always believe that youth is our biggest asset and the biggest challenge also. And the challenge lies in ensuring that the right policy programs and schemes are there to channelize the youth. Hence the youth policy came out. And this youth policy, this program is a follow-up and an outcome of the youth policy that's coming up. So we are going to be engaging with you, and we expect that we'll be able to channelize your energy in the right direction.
It is anticipated that the youth organizations taking part in this initiative will participate in activities like environmental protection and conservation programs and workshops, financial literacy workshops and campaigns, awareness dissemination, career counseling and guidance, mental well-being seminars and campaigns, and others. This is Rustam for Norizari from AR News Shillong.
Tripura University is the lone central university in the state having an intake capacity of 3,031 students from 43 courses in 39 departments. According to the Common University Entrance Test, the university has become the fourth most preferred varsity among students in India for postgraduate programs. A report from our Agartala correspondent.
Speaking to AIR News, Vice-Chancellor of Tripura University, Ganga Prasad Prasen, said over 2.94 lakh students have expressed their desire to study at the Tripura University in 2022-23 session. Professor Prasen said, as per Common University Entrance Test application record, Baranas Hindu University topped the list in terms of students' preference with receipt of 3.54 lakh applications. 2.94 lakh students mark Tripura University as one of their preferences, being fourth in the list. He said the Common University Entrance Test CUET is scheduled to be held across 66 universities in India between September 1 and 11. He said the preference for admission at Tripura University is highest among the universities in the Northeast. The CUET record stated that Tripura University is followed by Manipur University and Northeastern Hill University, Nehu in Meghalaya. For Northeast Diary, this is Rina Nongmaitem from Agartala.
And now we have a story on the formation of the Dibrugarh branch of Laghu Udyog Bharati for MSME in Assam.
The Dibrugarh branch of Laghu Udyog Bharati was officially formed on last Sunday in a city hotel in Dibrugarh. The branch was formed in presence of Assam State Industry Minister Bimal Bora and Om Prakash Mittal, Akhil Bharatiya ex-president and East Prabhari of Laghu Udyog Bharati. Laghu Udyog Bharati is a registered national level organization for micro and small industries. Speaking on the occasion, Bimal Bora acknowledged the office bearers of the new branch and appealed to them to work for the industrial development of the region by involving the youths of the region. He also said that we should think differently and encourage the young entrepreneurs to come forward to set up MSME industries in Upper Assam region. There is a lot of scope for downstream industries in Upper Assam because of having BCPL, the Brahmaputra Cracker and Polymer Limited, and very easily we can get raw materials from BCPL. Apart from strengthening the MSME sector, the Laghu Udyog Bharati should encourage the young entrepreneur to set up downstream industries. Om Prakash Mittal in his address spoke about the importance of Laghu Udyog Bharati and how the MSME sector has been benefiting from it. He said Laghu Udyog Bharati is one of the India's largest MSME industry network in India with over 550 chapters and over 700 branches. The organization has members in every district working towards the welfare of small enterprises in India. He said that earlier villages were self-sufficient and products from the villages were exported abroad. Now we have to bring our lost glory by becoming self-sufficient. Laghu Udyog Bharati is committed to work for the upliftment of small-scale industries. He also advised that one should not only chase after profit. If proper business is done, profit definitely comes. But apart from profit making, one should work for the development of the nation and help the nation to become self-sufficient. Sunil Goenka was selected as the president of Dibrugarh branch Laghu Udyog Bharati and Santosh Kejriwal was selected as secretary. A new member committee was also formed for the Dibrugarh branch to look after the issues faced by MSME. For Northeast Diary, this is Pranad Kumar Nath from Dibrugarh.
Now the time has come to listen to an interesting story from the beautiful northeastern state of Manipur in the Personality of the Week section. Today our guest is Anish Ahmed from Kwakta village of Vishnupur district of Manipur. He is a 30-year-old innovative environmentalist who has been engaging in the seed balls slingshot method of tree plantation in the hilly ranges in Manipur. He collects seeds and makes the seed balls with sticky mud and lets them dry in the sun for some days. Later, these balls are shot with the help of the sling at the onset of the monsoon season in those hilly areas where humans cannot reach easily. This method is known as the seed balls slingshot method of tree plantation. Let us hear more about this interesting method from Anish Ahmed. The interviewer is our Imphal correspondent, J.J. Thokcham.
Friends, one of the major issues faced by humankind in present society is global warming. The deforestation is one of the causes of global warming. We all know that trees help to combat global warming by absorbing carbon dioxide while releasing oxygen back to air. Mass tree plantation also helps to keep the climate change in balance. In today's Personality of Week, we have environmentalist Anish Ahmed, who is well known for using his seed balls slingshot method for tree plantation. Welcome to our show, Northeast Diary.
Thank you.
For our listeners, please identify yourself and a brief about your method of tree plantation.
I am Anish Ahmed. I am from Vishnupur district, from Warang Assembly constituency.
Yes.
And my qualification is Master in Geography in Manipur University.
Yes.
I start such campaign since last 4 years, but slowly and steady since last 2 years it has become more fruitful and become positive change in the present society.
So you have said that you started tree plantation through seeds balls slingshot method from last 4 years. What inspired you and how many saplings have you planted so far?
Well, tree plantation I have started since my childhood at the age of 5-6 years from the inspiration of my dad. As per now, I have planted successfully more than 12,000 trees till 2021 as per my survey. Until I have successfully planted around 3,000 plus, and now still I am continuing my plantation campaign, and I have to continue until my last breath.
That's very encouraging. So what is the uniqueness and beneficial on using seed balls slingshot method while conducting tree plantation? And is there any kind of seed or any kind of tree which is suitable for the slingshot method?
Well, slingshot methods of plantation, it's very interesting nowadays. In the beginning, everyone making fun of me. But after observing now, it became fruitful. Then everyone is become interesting. Hundreds of youths around my village as well as in the hilly regions, they have started to follow my campaign. This is really one of the easiest methods and very simple methods. Plantation, which is mostly in the non-accessible areas. Human cannot reach in the jungle. So I use a very simple method. By using seed balls with the slingshot, we can plant at any location with the help of this method. Actually, now some seeds are more successful, especially the tamarind trees with string beans and some other fruit bearing trees which are found in Manipur. It's now going to be extinct. Especially I focus on the indigenous fruit bearing trees. By using selected some soils like clay, which is very hard and it can absorb the moisture retaining capacity for a long time. So this is the most unique and most successful method for my slingshot campaign.
Okay, you have said that you have tried and success while using your method. So how do you select the seeds of this kind of tree and prepare the seeds balls? And when did you conduct the slingshot?
Especially when I observe such seed balls, I observe so many types of seeds, but we particularly focus on the maturity levels of seeds. And doing slingshot, we have to observe in some place before shooting that seeds. Then after we have done the slingshot, the area which we keep some balls in some area, after 1 week or 2 weeks, when we reach that area, it become successfully grown in that area, so that we can see that it has more successful. Especially Slingshot plantation is in particular months, especially during the monsoon season, we have to check before the arrival of monsoon. And during the monsoon season, we have to observe in advance about the weather report. If there is continuous rainfall, we have to ready prepare the seeds for the Slingshot plantation. During the dry season, it is not fruitful, especially in the rainy monsoon season.
So that's very interesting, Anis Ahmad. We also heard that you have conducted some environmental campaign in Manipur, also in the outside of the state. So can you elaborate on those campaigns you have conducted successfully, and what kind of message you carried during the campaign?
Apart from my plantation, I have done some environmental awareness campaign through marathon race. I have started such campaign since last 4 years. From 2019, I started my marathon campaign from Bishnupur Mini Secretariat to Manipur University, which is around 43 kilometers by foot. Then after that, from Kaibulamjao National Park to Churachandpur DC, it was around 35 kilometers. Then after that, my third campaign is in Shillong, all across the city, which is run around 46 kilometers. Then my fourth campaign is in Manipur from around Imphal city, it was around 25 kilometers. So far now I have achieved something appreciation letter from some concerned department and some other police department and even from the army. Then others, then in the national level I have achieved one appreciation letter from the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, as per now.
So Manipur is a basically hilly area and different tribes settle in hilly regions. How do you convince those tribals while conducting this kind of campaign? Because I heard that these villagers also join you while conducting the tree plantation.
When I start campaign my plantation in the hilly regions, I convince mostly the village chiefs, which has really emotional attachment with me. It is now becoming like my family. I started with them plantation through such awareness. First of all, I give them awareness. Then after they know the value of environment, they know how to conserve our forest. After then they know the value of our environment. Now they also taking a huge part just like me. So we are becoming like-minded. Now with the village chiefs with me, we are in a very positive way to create a new environment in the barren land till now.
Do you collaborate with the concerned department like forest department and horticulture department in your campaign, or is there any planning to expand your campaign in Manipur?
Yes, I have some sort of help like saplings from the concerned forest department and nothing else. I got only the saplings from forest department. Then from the horticulture department, I have not yet hit even a single piece of saplings. I have bought the saplings from some other nursery farm which have successfully planted like lemon, orange and even apples. I bought from my own pocket and I educate them to create a new environment in those barren areas of the hills of Manipur. I would like to expand such campaign not only in Manipur, even in the northeast and the rest of India as well as the rest of Asia. The thing is that Manipur is becoming now in a very severe stage, especially in the last 2021. As per the Indian Institute of Forest report, one of the most declining forest rate of state in India, Manipur became the second topmost decreasing rate.
Okay.
Next to Arunachal Pradesh. Now we are in the very severe stage. Since 2019 to 21, Manipur have lost around 249 square kilometers as per the report. In this critical situation, we have to be more concerned and to take huge role to save our environment for the betterment of future generation.
Okay, you have narrated the whole story of your method and the achievement you have met so far. What about the problems or difficulty you face in your campaign?
Since last around 20 years, my experience, I don't have even single prize from any other age till today. So, in order to expand more campaign as well as to create a new environment to save our beautiful state, I need some help from the state government as well as from the concerned department. If I do get help from concerned department as well as from the state government, I can expand more awareness, more campaign to create more aware about the environment in the valley as well as in the hill at the same time.
So last not the least, any kind of message you would like to give to the public?
My message is to take equal responsible for every citizen to save our mother nature, not only for the present, for the upcoming future generations too. The activities what we have done today will be the fate of the future of tomorrow. So we have to be more concerned and more conscious about environment for the betterment of human being as well as for the upcoming future generations too.
Thank you, Anis Ahmad, for sparing your valuable time and for sharing your views and experience with the listeners. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
In a heritage segment, we now take you to the land of festivals, Nagaland. In this small part of the northeastern region, one may come across a village known as Konoma village, overlooking mesmerizing paddy fields and hills covered with lush forests. Often described as a warrior village, Konoma is known for its fierce resistance during the British colonial period. Konoma is probably the oldest among Nagaland's villages, said to have been settled about 600 years ago. Our Kohima correspondent tells us more.
Konoma village, located 20 km west of Kohima, is famous for the valor and courage of its people in the past. Today, the village is known for its terrace cultivation on the hill slopes and for the conservation of rare and endangered species of plants and animals. Konoma is also the first green village in Asia, with its naturally blessed resources, intriguing history and rich culture. The village is one of the most visited places in Nagaland. In 1998, the Konoma Nature Conservation and Trakapan Sanctuary was set up to protect the endangered blight trakapan, the state bird, and the other wildlife and rare plant species in their natural habitat. Over the last 2 decades, birds enthusiasts from around the world have come to Konoma just to spend their days listening to the call of the birds and watching them. Konoma has an eventful history and enjoy a special place in the written and the oral traditions of the Nagas. Embracing Christianity has ensured that most of the residents of Konoma are now literate. For Northeast Diary, this is Asanyo from AI.
This program was presented by Abhishek Mukhopadhyay, scripted by Suparna Saikia, produced by Sharmila Goswami, and assisted by Kamlesh Mudgal. It was brought to you by the News Services Division of All India Radio.